Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy, Minds Maturity. Hey, welcome to another episode of CanBo Greens. Hey, welcome tonight. Welcome. Hey, my apologies for the late occurrence. I walked into my computer, man. I had to do a whole my stuff was literally going through a whole system update on me. So yeah, it kind of slowed me down, dragged me out for a few minutes. So I finally got that taken care of, and so I can really get back at it. What we're gonna do is a little something different tonight. I'm doing something different to my platform. Been playing with StreamYard a little bit, so I found a couple of little tools that I'm gonna use tonight to discuss this topic. But before we get into that, hey, subscribe, hit the bell, check out your boy monster.com. Me and my boy Gooch might try to do a show tomorrow night. So, hey, definitely check us out tomorrow night. I put the information out there. So, if you do the notification bell, you'll get notified if we drop a video tomorrow. But I wanted to go ahead and jump on tonight. I ain't been on the mic for a bit. Every time I try to come on, I'm trying to come on for the real. I'm not going to give y'all nothing salty. I'm going to give you the real. Otherwise, I'm not going to get on just to get on. I'm going to get on to give you some very vital information, something that's going to hit that spot, man, when it comes to being a productive and to not gain, but to become more valuable within yourself. So let's get at it. But before we do, we're going to do our little quick promotion. First thing we're going to check out is the 32-ounce massage oil. And check your boy out. Get that massage oil. 32 ounce for $25. Next thing is my CBD hemp flour, 4 grams for $20. Also, we got the. Oh, let me go back. Of the tincture oil, $15 and $17. Good stuff, man. Check your boy out on the website, or you can email me or shoot me a DM. We'll get it done, man. The stuff is I'm one of the types, hey, I'd rather you try it, you know what's up. I can talk to you till your head fall off. But it's all about the actions. You get the product, you'll get the effect. Hey, my product speaks for itself. But we fin to get into this topic, man. This is gonna be a juicy topic, man. I like this one. It is, why is eating a hobby? Why is eating a hobby? So, man, I'm just gonna break some things down. This is gonna be one of the topics where a lot of us going to have to go back, look at it again, go back and look at it again, because I'm not trying to entertain you. Like I said, my goal is to make you a better version of yourself. And the only way you're gonna make yourself a better version of self, you gotta taste that real reality and put that work in to get the results that you want. So my topics is to give you the information to get the results that you want, not to make you laugh and stuff like that, but to live longer, and to have results in the process. You know what I'm saying? So let's make this a meaningful moment. With this, things that I've discovered, man, from me and my cousin, man, we were having conversations, chopping it up and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying, one thing we came to understand it is that we practice some habits that is like we pass it down. We pass down a lot of negative habits to one another. You know what I'm saying? One of the habits is uh eating habits. One of the things I've noticed back in my past when I was in college is we I slowly built this habit. I slowly built this habit because when all of us used to get together to study or whatever, we used to just grab food. Sometimes I wasn't even like that hungry, but it was like, hey, let's grab some food together and study and this and that. And this is what I came up. Oh yeah, also, watch of the day, the Timex Navis XL. I love this watch, man. Not too long dropped it out. This is another thing I'm gonna start doing on my platform. Is actually introducing and promoting the watches that I have. This is gonna be pretty much the uniform of the day. The reason why I do that, and one thing I want to educate people on is not only are watches valuable, they're and it gains value over time, but also when you are a YouTuber, understand your uniform is a write-off. So hint to the wise, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to when tax season come around and it is around the corner, whatever you promote and whatever you show when you do shows or do like that, that is your work uniform. It's definitely a good write-off. So hey, best believe this will be getting write-off at that time. So just a little information for y'all to take advantage of when it comes to tax season. But back to the topic. So when we came to eating in schools and whatnot, man, it was like it was always a hangout type of thing. And it was sometimes it was just because we were just doing it. You know what I'm saying? We were just eating just to be eating, man, and laughing. It was kind of it was linked to your social time, your social bonding. It was part of the connection. And as you get older, you get out of college or high school and become adults, it still merges into socializing and network with people you want to eat. You know what I'm saying? You want to sit down and eat and have a conversation and discuss things and laugh and joke, or even when you leave the club, everybody, hey, let's go link up at this spot and eat and laugh and talk and things like that. In the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? So it's eating has become a part of a social construct. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we just have placed when it comes to interacting with one another. Where did that come from and how it came into place? I I don't know, social media, the network, television, things like that. And with that being said, I wanna introduce to y'all this video that I peeped out on YouTube, man. It was very helpful. It was definitely a good video in mind that I want to play. So give me a second because I want to really blow this up for us. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And for this, man, I just want y'all to watch it for a few minutes, and then we'll die. I think I'm gonna probably talk in between. We'll just see how it flow. But let's get with it.
So, what about media use, disordered eating, and weight concerns? Internalization of that thin ideal that I talked about has been shown to increase risk for developing an eating disorder. This was established in the Growing Up Today study. You might be familiar with the Nurses' Health Study. These are actually the children of the nurses that were enrolled in that study. So it's over 6,000 girls and 5,000 boys. And what they found, if they look in the young people who say that they're trying to emulate a certain look of TV, of media characters, they found significantly more weight concerns and more eating disorder behavior, specifically binging behavior. What about TV time and weight gain? There have been several good studies to show that more TV equals more weight gain. There's not as strong an association between TV time and physical activity, but there have been randomized controlled trials to show that if you can get kids to watch less TV, they will gain less weight. It's difficult to measure what they're doing when they're not watching TV, but it's certainly something more active than this. So, how does screen time lead to weight gain? Probably because it discourages nutrition and physical activity. We believe that kids who watch more TV have less active time, especially less time outdoors. Studies have shown that the metabolic rate during watching TV is actually lower than sleeping, which is hard to believe, right? I guess at least when you're sleeping, you might toss and turn a little bit, but watching TV, kids tend to be very still in the reclined position. Dieting and disordered eating can lead to weight gain over time. There are longitudinal studies now to show that dieting is a risk factor for weight gain. I try to tell the young women that I work with about that because, of course, they believe that dieting short term is going to lead to this achievement of the thin ideal and make them happier. But it is, in fact, leads to weight gain over 5 years.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's definitely talk about it. One of the things that I've noticed, man, and that's also tied into this whole eating thing, is like she said, sitting down, watching TV, kicking back with others in gatherings, and we watch TV, we eat, we watch TV. That's been a thing. Even with the whole man, Boondocks had a perfect example with the itis. You know what I'm saying? With the itis, eat, go to sleep, and the folks was just going crazy with it. Almost turned to like a crack epidemic. You know what I'm saying? But we got to start understanding and putting things in perspective when it comes to why are we doing the things that we do and what outcomes are we getting from the things that we do. And eating is a very important thing that we don't really pay attention to, especially people that are successful or chasing the bag. And I'm a victim of that, where you get so caught up in chasing the bag to where you lose track of your health. It's like when you start chasing the bag, your health becomes second, third, fourth, or shoot, even the 10th most important thing. It definitely takes the back seat when you're trying to get the bag. The thing is, you gotta find balance. You gotta find balance between chasing the bag and staying healthy. Sometimes it's actually more beneficial, and not sometimes, but all the time it's beneficial to be healthy while chasing the bag. Because if you're healthy while chasing the bag, then you're actually more productive. You're more productive, your brain is more productive, your body, you know what I'm saying, your body, the blood, everything is circulating properly when you're chasing the bag and you're doing it in a healthy manner. So we got to understand that we have made eating fun, where eating should be it should be kind of dry and boring, because if you're doing things right, you're scheduling yourself in a proper manner of eating, it's gonna get kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you're gonna be eating repetitions of certain foods that your body may need at that time to get you by certain things from based off of the season or the time of day. You know what I'm saying? You might have a certain season where the time in the morning you got to eat certain this type of food every morning for 6 months, because something that you're going to be doing throughout the day, you're going to need to be able to maintain this amount of calories to get yourself here every day. And then there's going to be certain moments, especially if you are working the night shift or the graveyard shift, so to speak, you're going to have to learn how to manage your food intake at certain times of the day so your body doesn't get thrown off. So it's going to be very important for you to know how to schedule your body to get the right nutrients to break things down versus on top of that, you're sleeping. That's why some of the most unhealthiest people are people in graveyard shift because they don't even really schedule proper eating habits. What they'll do is they just kind of eat whatever, whenever, however, and they eat very poorly when you do graveyard shift. So the goal is, man, when you're trying to eat, you got to make this a routine. You got to have a schedule, just like you plan your schedule after your day. So we got to get out the frame of making eating so fun and actually make it kind of a job, because trust me, your health is the most important thing when it comes to you living. You know what I'm saying? We so caught up in chasing the bag that you actually live longer than you chasing the bag. So why are we making chasing the bag such a priority and not making your health the top priority? You got to be healthy to keep that longevity in what you're doing. Otherwise, you're just going to be consistently um, going to the doctor because you have put yourself in a position of so many risk of factors that's just going to be a disadvantage for you. But we got to get out of this having fun, socializing mind frame when it comes to eating. I'm gonna rewind something on this video so y'all can kind of take a look at what I was talking about. So let's go back real quick. This is what I want y'all to look at. I'm gonna have to zoom that back out. Here we go. All right. So less activities. And what I mean by less activities is if you are not out and about hiking, swimming, going to the gym, shoot. I mean, even reading, if you're just sitting back reading, that's exercising your mental or whatnot. These are a lot of things that are helpful when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, taking care of yourself. What happens is we get so caught up in sitting in the sitting motion. That's one reason why, me personally, I have a workout watch that actually alarms me when I'm sitting too long. Which the issue with that when it comes to me is I drive a lot with my job. So even when I'm driving, the thing is like buzzing me because I'm I'm sitting too long while I'm driving, and that's one of the biggest disadvantage when it comes to like truck drivers. That's why you notice like a lot of truck drivers are very out of shape physically because you're sitting for so long and driving. It's hard. That's why like my homeboy Gooch, man, he's a truck driver. That's why when he's not working, he's going running. But a lot of truck drivers aren't doing that. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying, when they get off work, they're at home or they're doing something productive, but they're not working out because they've been driving so long on a road. So that job kind of puts them in a disadvantage of staying healthy because they are consistently driving, sitting in one position. Their metabolism is consistently going down instead of going up because they're not staying active. They're just driving. So you gotta take that into account when you're driving and eating and all that. That's the worst. It's one of the worst jobs to have when it comes to your health is when you're driving all the time because you're not working out. But let's get with it on this part. It has to taste good. A lot of us definitely focus on taste when it comes to eating healthy. And the secret is most of the healthiest foods does not taste good. If you eat it long enough and consistent enough, you'll get normalized to the taste or to the smell or whatever. But at the beginning, majority of the foods that don't like taste good, it's just not gonna taste good to you at the beginning. You'll get used to it. But the funny thing is, what you gotta also take in understanding is all the unhealthy stuff that you eat. Once you start weaving yourself off of that unhealthy food, you can actually taste the issues and the problems and the nastiness of the food that you've been consuming because it tastes so good. And I catch myself with that a lot. It's a lot of food like the white bread, the buns that you get at restaurants, and other little things, man, that I've tasted and eaten over the past. I'm like, damn, this shit. How was I eating this? And you can taste the fakeness, the preservatives, the artificialness of the food once you get away from it. You can definitely taste it. You can taste the difference. I'm telling you, we get so fooled because that's what marketing does. Marketing is definitely finding ways to infuse the certain taste to certain foods like chips. They got so many chips with so many different flavors now because they're trying to gain your taste buds of what that tastes like. That's what they're doing. They're pretty much guiding you to what you want, what they need you to eat, instead of you guiding yourself into what you need to eat. And it's gonna always be like that. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get to a point to where they're gonna literally mentally make you taste something and it's not even gonna taste like that. But they're gonna be able to control your mental to make you taste something that you ain't even tasting. It's gonna be all about mental control at a point because they already got your senses when it comes to what you taste because they do so many artificial modifications to where that's all we want is something that tastes good. We so spoiled to where it's gotta taste a certain way. We are fooled by the taste. Also, it's like, you got to know your body. Like I talked about earlier, certain things you're going to need during the summertime that you may not need much of in the wintertime. There's certain things that you may want to eat a lot of in the mornings versus as it gets later in the day. You know what I'm saying? That the rule of thumb is you don't want to eat a lot of meat, you know what I'm saying, throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? They say about a hand fist of meat is all you really need to consume every day. And really not even every day. At least if you're gonna do it that day, just consume a handful. Some days I try not to even eat meat. I try to just do liquids and vegetables and things like that nature. But if you're gonna eat meat, the goal is a handful a day and that's it. A lot of us, man, we're starting to eat like two handfuls of a fist. You know what I'm saying? We eating so much, we eating so rapid. And what we gotta understand is like you're literally um we're minimizing the resources that we have with the rapid eating. That's why most of the food that we eat now is pretty much fake. It's so artificially made because we're killing and eliminating our natural resources. How much we're consuming. We're consuming too much food. We got to learn how to start minimizing what we eat and start really targeting and focusing on what your body needs. Like if your body needs iron that day, find the foods that have iron, like liver and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Or, you might need mushrooms that day, or your body might need something to kickstart your immune system. Onions is like an antioxidant. So you got to start studying and focusing, putting in the work to understand what your body needs and eat that. Not let's call somebody and say, hey, y'all want to go hang out and eat something, and you just go and just eat whatever looks good on the menu. You got to know your body, understand how your body's feeling, and how you operate and how you move to see what it is you need to consume. Food is for survival. It's a survival tool. So we have to use food as a survival tool. Back in the days when they hunt for their food, they use it for specific things. They just went and randomly hunting just to hunt together and eat together. They hunt and eat because hey, they needed to eat to survive that day. So we got to get past this whole social connection of when we got to eat and network and like and get along with one another. Understand it's boring when it comes to actually preparing, eating right. It's boring just like going to work and retiring and planning for those things. It's a long drag. Going to the gym every day, working out, staying consistent with that shit is not fun every day. It's a long process. But for some reason, we keep trying to find shortcuts, find something that tastes good, have fun in the process, and we're just going to do that. And no, not even respecting the process of what your body really needs. And that's why so many of us are in the hospital now for issues, because we're not taking care of ourselves. We got to stay focused on how to eat. Next thing, and this is the biggest thing, put yourself around people that's going to be supportive in how you diet and how you're going to take care of yourself. Just like the lady said in the video, we're so trendy. We'll start getting on a diet when everybody else get on a diet. Like when New Year's come, we go get on a diet. Or when the season come around, damn summertime, well, I got to get my body right. No, your body should be right all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? Your body should be right all the time. Even when you get older, it should be right. Even when you get married and you with that person for 10 years, your body still need to be right. Like we have those problems too. When people get married, everybody get lazy as hell. Nobody want to really stay up. It's like you get married and say, fuck the person you with. They don't deserve the best version of me. Because this is what happened, and people got to understand. That's what you do when you get with somebody and they see you in a slimmer version or nicer version of you. And then you stay with this person for 5 years and you fall apart. You literally telling that person, fuck you. I don't care what you like. You don't deserve the best version of me. But everybody else before them got the best, slim, good looking version of you. So how does that make sense? The person that you with that deserve to be with you, that deserve that nice looking frame of you, don't get that. They get the fuck you version. They get the sloppy version. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I go to the gym, I work out, not just for me, but also I want to make sure I'm at the best of me and the best version of me so she can have the best version of me. I don't want to look back or see or be like, man, damn, like she got the best version of me, but my lady didn't get the best version of how I look, but everybody else did when I was all cut, bulked up, and this and this and that. You supposed to be able to reward that person with that at your best, not at your sloppiest. It's a slap in the face, but in society, that's what we do. Oh, he should love me for how I am. Okay, but did you love the other dudes before him, or did you love the other women before her? As that, no, you took your ass to the gym, you worked out, you ate good. So that person that you wanted to get got you because you knew what it had to take to get that person. You had to look good. But you get the person and y'all do the most blessed positive thing together, and that's bond and unionize together, and you don't take that into consideration or seriousness to say, hey, well, that person deserved that the most. No, what you give that person is they gotta take your ass to the doctor's appointments when y'all get older. They gotta take care of you and worry about you when you have this illness and that illness because you didn't take care of yourself. This person got the worst version, and they got to put in all the work to make sure you're taken care of because of the choices and the eating habits you make. Instead of rewarding that person by eating right, taking care of yourself, so when y'all get old together, you can enjoy each other longer, take trips together, go walking together, and stay healthy together. These are the rewards that you're supposed to reward each other with. Not let me give you the most worst version of myself because you decided to bet on me and be with me forever. We got to out of this ass backwards thought process because a lot of us get caught up in it. We get too damn comfortable. Because what happens is, and it's weird that it happens, but it's like if you care about people and you care about the people that are around you, do you want the best for them? But we walk around and not giving a fuck about the people that's around us because we too scared to talk and have real conversations to get that understanding. We're so scared to hurt people's feelings, but then we cry when they're gone. We want them back. But it's your fault. You're part of the problem if they gone early. Because you was not real enough to have that conversation with them at the beginning. That probably could have kept them longer. The very thing that you cry and you complain about that you want longer to be there, you didn't have the heart nor the courage to have that conversation with that person before they was gone. But now you want to be selfish and wish the person was still here. No. If you want that person here, you got to keep it real with them while they're alive. Don't try to be real when they're gone. Because if you really gave a damn, then you would have that conversation to keep them there. Results don't come from being nice and loving and friendly. Results come from being hard, real, and firm and consistent. We got to get out the feeling bag of tasting good, looking good, being good, this and that. And got to put in that work that is uncomfortable, it's painful, it hurts, but it grows and it shows progress. The goal is to have outcomes and results in what you do, not to have fun doing it, not the process of having fun and playing around, but getting the work done, getting the outcome that you're trying to get. You got to get with it, people. And this is my final thought, man. I'm going to knock it out the park on this one. Everybody, man, we got to start calling people out, man. The people don't need to be around your life that's going to sit there and let you do dumb shit, let you be in fantasy land, let you eat what you want to eat and do what you want to do. And you know what I'm saying? And they know you ain't making you ain't gaining no outcomes in what you're doing. You just doing what you feel, and people see you doing what you feel and ain't saying nothing about it. But on the same note, they over there gaining and achieving. That's a problem. We have a disconnect. That's a disconnect. There is no way. And this is why I do this YouTube. There is no way I'm going to be in this gym working out, taking care of myself, eating right, doing all the things I'm doing, and I see the outcomes, and I don't talk to y'all about it. I don't share this information about it. I don't share the seriousness about it. You see what I'm saying? It's a huge difference. I can feel it even as because I'm hey, my fault. I actually knocked myself out the process of that. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. But what I was about to say is when you're in the process of moving and grooving and you're seeing the progress of what you're doing, because I was seeing the progress of what I'm doing as I'm working out and getting myself back together as well. Because I knew when I had fell off, I can feel it. When I was falling off, I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? The heartburn and the slow moving, the slow progress, things like in that nature. I can feel it. I can feel that. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was, as I started getting myself out of it, I feel the change, the more energy, the this, that, the more focus, things of that nature. It's wrong for me, and it's sad, but a lot of us do that. A lot of us keep our success and do not share that information and give people the details. We do not. We just share the highlight, but we don't give people the blueprint of succeeding in that highlight. But at the same time, I will say this, and I've had 2 conversations about this. I talked to this young man and I gave him the game on something because, he was saying, he was having a hard time finding somebody to really give him the details of how to do this and that. And it's like, man, he really wanted it. He wanted the information he need, but nobody, him and his wife talked to me for about an hour or two just talking. And how they was frustrated because nobody was giving them the information to get what they were trying to get. And they really wanted. They were serious about it. But everybody kept giving them the highlights, but not giving them the details of the 1, 2, 3s of how to get there. And I sat down, I gave them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let them start from there. And they have progress since then, dramatically. And they thank me for like, hey man, I appreciate it, because nobody sat down and gave me the 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's sad because I told them, I'm like, what you gotta understand is when somebody's familiar with you or they're friends with you, they tend to not to take you serious. People tend to not to take each other serious. What we do is we'll turn around, and when you tell them something valuable, they're like, man, that's just so and so. Because they know you, they're familiar with you. They're familiar. When you're familiar with you and how you operate, they have the tendency to take advantage of you. And that's one thing, me and my family, me and her, we talked about is it's the whole friendship thing. And I tell you, that's one reason why you can't really put friendship in your relationship. Because when you put that element of friendship in a relationship, the opposition of each end, you kind of have that tendency to try to take advantage of one another. You can't use familiarity and friendship into a situation and y'all trying to get somewhere. Somebody is not going to take it serious. And this is what was happening to this young man and his wife, is that people weren't taking him serious because they was friends and familiar with him. But I didn't know these people. And I could tell by how they talked, he was serious about what he was talking about. Otherwise, I wouldn't have wasted my time. So I took my time to break these things down to him because I wasn't familiar with him, but I respected him. And I understood the seriousness of the matter of how he was talking because I've been there. So that's what I'm saying, people. You got to get out of this familiar, have fun, being friendly shit and gain outcomes in what we're trying to do. The goal is to live longer in a healthier manner. Have people around you that's going to be supportive, not only in your dreams and your goals of making money, but in your goals of staying alive so you can make more money. Because what good is your money if you're dead in the next 5, 10 years? You seeing all these folks dying left and right? You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. Y'all, man, these gyms and these parks and tracks should be packed. With all this COVID stuff, with this respiratory stuff, people need to be trying to get healthy, get their lungs healthy, hitting that cardio, getting themselves together, not cheating it. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to take shortcuts, but really focus on a serious matter, cutting people out that's not going to be on your path, that's not going to be on your level, that's not going to be working out, getting in that gym and handling business and do what they need to be doing to become more productive and more efficient in what they're trying to do so you can both live longer. Because I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be all about. It's always going to be about the outcome and the results, not about what you feel. So people, let's get at it, man. Let's stay focused, stay committed, continue to push and complete the assignments and the tasks that is given to you when it comes to your purpose. And do it, man. Do it. And I'm gonna do one more thing too. Also, and check out my fam. I'm gonna leave her information up right there as well, man. Y'all check her out. We're gonna do a show Friday tomorrow night. Actually, we're gonna do a show, me and her. Also, I mean, we might be dropping a show next week on Wednesday as well. Me and her gonna probably collab and do something. We got a good topic that we probably gonna touch on when it comes to giving you 100%. And me and her don't believe that's possible. Tune in. We'll find out why. We'll definitely find out why. Like I said, we keep it realistic on this side of the game. So we're gonna definitely drop that knowledge for you. Check it out, subscribe, stay tuned. Until the next time, man, peace and love, man. Continue to be the better version of yourself. Your boy is gone.